Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Great.
They send a man in motion. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Jukes out a one-stop. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. The defenders are there to get him at the line. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. Has room inside the 25. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Jukes one defender. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Great.
He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Now the Eagles readying to attempt a two-point conversion.
Great, great, great.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Completed over the middle. They touch him down with a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Real.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. A play fake now Hurts to throw. Taken in by Smith. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Great.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And they weren't afraid to try the reverse, but he's corralled shy of the marker. It's 4th down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be facing 4th down. He'll go quickly to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running left, this is Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. On the handoff, it's Barkley. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Lavonte David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing now off play action. Buying some time right. That's caught for the 1st. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.